Welcome Sagittarius, Capricorn to your end of the month reading for August. Hope your friends are doing great out there. If your friends like this, please like and subscribe. Okay, friends, let's see what's going on in your energy of what you're thinking, feeling, or the energy surrounding you for the end of the month. Let's see for Sag Cap, please. Four of Pentacles, clinging on to something, holding tight. Because it'll be some kind of closed door that you feel like was closed. I don't know, I keep feeling like there's some kind of disagreement or closed door that had something to do with money. Could have even, for some of you, led into a divorce or talking about getting a divorce. Feeling that. Detach. The overall message for the reading is to detach, let go. With the moving on, healing begins and awaiting results. Excuse me, friends. In the recent past over here, you had the healing begin. So it did feel like you had some healing that was, you were taking place of, maybe even felt like the relationship was trying to heal itself. There's definitely some kind of healing going on. Now within the love relationship, it's just too much toxicity. It was like you were trying to let go of the toxicity for the love with the Queen of Swords. Could have been dealing with, some of you could be dealing with a another Capricorn, a Gemini, or a Cancer. It doesn't have to be, it could be anybody, but for now we're going to say the Queen of Swords is going to be the Gemini, Libra, or an Aquarius, but it's a Gemini card for me. So I'm going to say that it was like you were trying to heal the love relationship and the union within this relationship, trying to keep yourself as comforting as possible. But the Queen of Swords is a card of separation and divorce, and the Four of Pentacles is a card of divorce when it's upside down. So it does feel like you were trying to heal the relationship from not having a divorce, trying to fix it so that you guys would not separate. So it does feel like there was talk of getting a divorce. But it almost feels like maybe you guys went to counseling as well. The Queen of Swords is a great counselor. Lots of speaking. Could be like a relationship counselor. Could even be a really good friend. Something of this nature. So we have the moving on over here. It's like it's not working. It's almost like you were going to detach. Maybe for a lot of you, you did get a divorce in the end as well. So, you know, we can also say that, like, we try to fight not to get a divorce, and then we ended up getting a divorce, or we're in the middle of getting a divorce at this time. But it does feel like someone is trying to hold on to something that should not be being held on to. That's why I'm sitting over here thinking, for the majority of you, you could be getting ready to have a divorce, but maybe this other person is trying to hold you back from doing so. As you're trying to move forward, you're trying to detach while they're holding tight. They're saying, I don't want to sign that paperwork. Just feel like someone's they're holding you close. They're not going to let you, they don't want to get this divorce. Yeah, there's no vitality here. You have new plans and new vistas that you would like to go towards, Cap, over here, Sag Cap, and there's other things that you're feeling more dependent. In fact, it feels like you're doing a lot better now that you don't have this person really with you. You know that you can have so much more without them. I'm telling you right now, they're holding tight. It's like someone is not signing paperwork. It's like they're holding tight, trying to say, we can try to fix this. And you're saying, I disapprove. This is not going to be fixed. There's going to be nothing. You're just waiting for your fair settlement in the end. But they're having some kind of emotional collapse going on around them to where they do not want this to happen. So even if they're sitting over here trying to tell you, oh yeah, this is going to do that, and I'm going to get this, and I'm going to get that, they're not happy about it no matter what. So, you know, they can try to fool you all they want with the sun upside down, and that's really what it is. But what it's really telling me is, if you really didn't care, then why didn't you sign the paperwork? Why are you still clinging to me? Why are you still not letting me go? And if they're not showing you that, it's definitely in their energy that they feel this way, that they don't feel that they can move on from you. Yeah, it's definitely giving them 10 of Swords. There it is, 10 of Swords. They watch you. They are having that heartache. And it's almost like the more that they know that you're doing good over here, Sag Cap, without them, the more swords they're getting. They don't like that. It's like they're watching you move on to new vistas, new things. They're watching you be single. They're watching you be beautiful. They're watching you be more dependent without them. They surely don't like that. And if it's not a divorce, then it's just, you know, it feels like a very long relationship that you had with someone that has been cut short. But however it is, they are watching you and they don't like that. No, they don't want to move on without you. Wow. Could be an Aquarius as well. I do have a lot of Libra, Gemini more than anything at this time. But they definitely don't like to see you moving. And in fact, it's weird because they're not moving on the way you're moving on. With the Six of Swords, they could be moving in a lot better place if they weren't holding so tight and clinging on to this relationship, right? This poor relationship, this downfall of this relationship. So it says that for you, more than anything, just continue to keep letting go. Just detach yourself from them, because yeah, look at that. It looks like they want to come back, let you know that they don't like this divorce. Yeah, or they don't like being divorced, or they don't like the divorce. They don't like the separation. The truth is, I don't like any of this. So they're really watching you. They're going to come speak their truths. You know, it's kind of funny though, with the Justice card upside down, it's almost like you're not really speaking their truth though. So hold on a second. They're thinking their truth. They don't like the idea, but they're not really speaking their truth. You know why? Because, yeah, because they want you to believe that they're moving on just beautiful without you. That's a facade. That's a facade, yeah. No, they're not 100% speaking their truths. They're just they're telling you made up fabrications. Oh, I'm doing great without you, Sag Cap. I got this new job and I got a horse and, we're doing great. Yeah, right. Really? No, you're not. Ever since this divorce, the separation, you've been nothing but imbalance, and now you're coming to tell wild stories, wild stories to me that are not true. Yeah, they're not happy. Three of Cups upside down. They're just going to come and try to make you believe that everything's good. They might even make you believe that they found this wonderful Aquarius over here that, they're the perfect one for me. They may not even exist. Right? They might not even exist. Yeah, they might not even exist. And you can't even recognize something that doesn't exist. Two of Swords upside down with the Three of Coins upside down. And you're sowing your wild oats over here, my friend, right? Making me believe that you have something that you don't. It's all a facade. It's all, and if anything, it's also showing, that they have money issues. Things are not going the way they, want to. They're actually having a lot lower quality of maybe even health, things of this nature, right? Mental health. And, they're just, it's because they want you to believe that they're okay without you. It's kind of their little ego trip that they're going on, when actually they're not doing good without you at all. Because they're having a hard time detaching from you and they're really clinging to you. The crazy thing is, look at all this talking. This person just is never quiet. They're always talking to you, right? And it is, right? It's always the disloyalty with the Two of Swords upside down. It's always talking about, misrepresenting the stories that they're saying. So that's what? Fabricated. Stories. That's all they are. They're just made up. You know, because they're not doing good. But boy, are they jibbery jabbery, aren't they? And that's why, because they can't let go of you. It's like, if you're doing so great, why do you keep calling me to tell me how wonderful you're doing? Because they're not doing wonderful at all. I just want you to believe that, because it makes them feel good. Awaiting results, that could be waiting for that that divorce paper to go through, for the divorce stuff to go through, for the court, whatever it is. Take it how it resonates. You know what you're waiting for. So as you're sitting over here awaiting your results, kind of planting your seeds, there's no real action being taken at this time. It's going to take a while. And that's just because they're still determined to get done what they're supposed to be doing. They're too busy over here trying to show you how satisfied they are and how happy they are, what all this greatness, but yet they're super over emotional. And so you're probably waiting for them to still sign something. You're still waiting for them to still do something, waiting for something, but nothing is being taken action on. With the Empress over here, it's like, I wish, hey, since you're over here sowing wild oats over here of just pretend stuff, why don't you go ahead and sow the wild oats of signing that paperwork, right? Because in seriousness, that's exactly what it is. It's like you're waiting for your prosperities to come through. You're kind of nurturing yourself, though, at this time, and it does feel like you might have a mother or a mother-in-law or somebody around you who is trying to help out in this situation. So you could be having someone help out. It could be with the children, if you have kids, because I do have the 10 of Cups over here, which is a family card. So maybe they're helping out watching the kids. You have the 4 of Coins over here, which is, really taking control and really trying to wait for, the Ace of Cups to come in, for this fresh new start to come in. But more than anything, it's because you're going to have to wait for this person over here. They're clinging so tight, they're not letting go, and they really need to let go so they can allow other things to come through. But it seems like the only thing is, like I said, that they're really letting go over here is really just words, instead of actual action. It's like you're all talk, but I would like to see some action over here, because in seriousness, you're just procrastinating and prolonging the situation from going through. And they are in the present. That's all they're doing. They're just jibber jabbering, talking. You guys know this. And remember, cross watchers, it could be Sag Cap over here just jibber jabbering away. But however it is just like you're all talk and no action. You keep telling me this and you keep telling me that, but I don't see anything. And you're still going to be waiting in the near future. And this will be like the next couple of weeks, because they still haven't done anything. They're too busy, BSing, right? And it could be BSing with a lawyer. It could be because the King of Swords could be a lawyer, so they could be doing all that, it's just like, oh my gosh, it's like, could you do something and move? So yeah, I do see a lot of words, no action. Okay, that's really what it is. And like I said, it's because they really don't want to let you go. If I just keep prolonging the situation, you stay around me longer. Don't stop doing what you need to do, though, Sag Cap, because you will have your abundance come in when the time comes in. Just remember, meditation brings in answers, and ask your angels for guidance along the way. Because in seriousness, this is also going to be with a lot of choosing new directions and things that need to be done. You might even have to bring in your own lawyer to, subpoena him to do things here, there, whatever, however that might be. Take it how it resonates. Everybody's story is a little different, but it's definitely going to be about you choosing new directions to detach, and maybe, allowing them to, change. I don't see how that's going to work though if you're going through a divorce or something, unless you have 2 legal advisors, because changing your phone number and doing that stuff at this time might not be the best idea if you're trying to get things done that have to do with some kind of legality. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. I don't know a whole lot about divorce, or courts or any of that stuff really. But right now it does feel like not changing your phone number at this time would be a good idea. I don't know. I just keep hearing that. Maybe it's because you have kids. Maybe that's why too. But definitely choosing new directions to get things done so that way you can get, you know, releasing certain things at a time. You know what I mean? So maybe it's like I have to release this to release that to release this. So it kind of does feel like that because we got to take control over here. So that would be a part of taking that extra steps and those extra control. Okay. And that is it for you, my friends. Until next time, peace and love.